Medicines don't magically appear on pharmacy shelves. My name is Dr. Eva Amwai, a regulatory affairs pharmacist working in the sub-Saharan region of Africa. Before you pick a medicine in a pharmacy, it has undergone rigorous regulatory approval process. I can tell you about the approval process in a brief manner, because if I could tell you how it goes the whole time, we would be here the whole day. So first things first, a company does come up with a molecule that can cure or prevent a disease. It undergoes clinical trials, and I have done a post about clinical trials and data generation, and research obviously studies if the medicine works, if it's safe, what dose is effective, what side effects exist with the product, and whether it actually treats the disease. With science, there's no shortcut. Then comes the stage of dossier compilation. So a dossier is exactly that. It's a set of documents put together in a certain manner to present the product to the health authorities. Now, inside a dossier, we must prove quality of product. That means in the manufacturing process of the product, how is it manufactured? Is it quality? Is it a quality product? We must prove the safety of the product, and of course we must prove the efficacy of the product. The dossier is then submitted to a national regulatory authority, and I'll touch on this a little bit later, but in sub-Saharan Africa, the dossier may be made differently because there's some country-specific regulations or country-specific asks that different countries do ask for. So when someone is compiling the dossier, or when I'm compiling a dossier, I keep this in mind when I'm compiling for the different countries. Then the dossier moves from you when you're submitting it to the regulator. When the dossier is on the portal, or let me tell you a story. When I started out as a regulatory affairs pharmacist, we used to take the dossier in those big blue files, those hard copy files where we would print module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, and module 5, and carry all these documents. If you're lucky enough to have a car, you were so lucky, because I would see people struggling with bags with these documents, with their samples, and actually deposit these things in the health authority. So when the dossier gets to the health authority, they go through the dossier very rigorously. And I must commend most of the African regulators have actually really improved their processes to ensure that only quality medicines get into our space. The first thing they do is that they look at the safety of the product. They always ask many questions about how the product is manufactured, and sometimes even ask to go where the product is manufactured, and that's what we call GMP inspections. They go to these factories, they go to these places, they look at the process, they walk through the process themselves. Some other health authorities use reliance in this method, and then they say, give us a report from a stringent authority and let's look at their report. Did they inspect the manufacturing site? Is the product being manufactured in a quality way? They also ask a lot of clarification questions, packaging, labeling. They go through the whole dossier, and one day I'll actually come here and tell you what entails module 1, what entails module 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, as I mentioned previously, you'll find that the regulations in Kenya, the regulations in Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, Zambia, Zimbabwe are very different as it comes compilation of the dossier, and especially labeling, because they really want their consumers and their patients and their doctors to understand what your product is all about. So they must ensure that it is in a language that the most population understand. Like in Kenya, labeling must be in Kiswahili or English. If you go to South Africa, it's English and Afrikaans. And if you go to French West Africa, it must be in French. So every regulator owns their process. I've been asked this question a million times. Can the approval in Kenya serve in Uganda, Tanzania? Can the approval in Nigeria serve in Ghana? Can the approval in Cote d'Ivoire serve in Senegal and in Cameroon? And my answer is always no, because most regulators are very autonomous in the way they do their evaluation. So as I close, I think what I just want to say, that before you see a medicine on the shelf, I think you must trust that the medicine has undergone a rigorous regulatory process and it's safe for you to use, and it has undergone multiple years of research, many months of review. Actually, I can tell you that for registration of a product, for a drug to be approved, I don't think I've seen less than a year or 9 months, right? That means there's a lot of review that goes behind looking at the information of the drug. So the process exists just to protect you and me. So follow for more, and thank you for watching.